Okay, okay, I think recording, yeah. So, hello and welcome back friends. I'm Kevin with MC, and what I have here, I think this is autofocus, yeah. Okay, is a Leica Elmaron, lights Elmaron or like, yeah, lights Wetzlar, Germany. Let's see if you can see it. Elmaron f2.8 150mm. So this thing somebody else sent over to me. Sorry for my voice today, my mouth has some scratch in it, so I can't talk that loud. Then this thing I've converted to E mount for him, which is, it's not E mount, it's EF mount. So it mounts on these like EF mount adapters. So let's push this away. Yeah. This thing mounts on the red. This sound, yeah, metal. So I have a metal mount for this guy. So let's push this guy in. Red to red, oh, yeah. Okay, red to red. Why is this chapter not going in? There we go. So there you go. It's even got writing. So I've already learned how to like put writing on 3D printed parts. Thing is with this thing, it does not have the writing like the double dots. Let me show you. Yeah. So it's supposed to have like this one and this dot thingy right here. Yeah. 2.8, and this thing does not have that. So it's like 1 and 2.8 right there. See. So that's not very good, but at least there's writing. Lights Wetzlar, Germany, Elmaron f2.8 150mm. The 150mm looks like a 130mm, but it is a 150mm. So then this thing focuses like this, pretty normal, I'd say. Yeah. The bottom bit is not very smooth for some reason. That's for like the macro shots. I've already filed down the bottom like really much, like really filed the bottom down, but it's still like this, so not sure why. I think it's because of the fact that this is so thin. Like look at this, yeah. So this bit I've made thin so that this inner bit's not so thick, and so that this thing can actually fit in without your hands like having to like grapple it like this. Because if you had something this thick, for example, yeah, you'd have to like do this for focusing. So this is way better than that. This thing also doesn't sound as loud as the Kowa Super Prominar thing. See? Although this is way smoother. Because I think this thing's a bit lighter than this, that's why it's a bit smoother. And also the helicoid's on the outside of this guy. So there's like a plus and minus for helicoid essentially that I've learned, yeah, because these are like my first real helicoid, which all this thing, like builds. So this has an outer helicoid, this thing has an inner helicoid, which means that this guy has a smooth inside and a small prong which rotates on a like a, what you call this thing, on this circular, what you call this thing, spiral on this guy. While as on this guy, I'm using one of these bolts, which is an M4 by 6 with a hex nut head. Let me go show you. There you go. This guy is the focus rail on this guy. So one of those I put inside here, yeah, over here, from the inside. So it goes in like this. So how you actually assemble this thing is like you first screw this inside tube thingy into the helicoid. After that you screw it down until you have this bit accessible from the inside, because you can like see through it without the lens inside here, yeah. And then you screw the thing, the like bolt that I showed you. So you screw this guy, because its head's like smooth, yeah, so you put the head inside there and make the head interact with the helicoid by screwing it into the side like this. So this is the bottom of the screw, and the head's in the inside interacting with the helicoid like this. So then next thing I did with, my back's so tired because I've been doing this thing the whole day, yeah. So this is then gonna interact with this, and you might think like, how is the lens put in? Like, did I just slot it in? No, this lens has like this indentation in it like this, so it goes down like straight, then it dips and comes back out. So I use that profile to help me lock it in. So what I have here is 3 screws. Well, only 3 because one of them is gonna be in the middle of here, and that's like no use because this is like 1mm thick plastic in the under part of the helicoid. So I'm not gonna use that. So in the end I used like 3 screws right here. 1, let's see if you can actually see it. 1, 2, and 3. See, so with these 3 screws, the helicoid is stuck to the the inner helicoid is stuck to the inside lens, which is this Elmaron, and the outside is gonna be able to turn smoothly. And you might ask, like, how does this thing not fall out when you're using it? So I can do this, and wow, see, it's not gonna fall down. So I trust my design in where the helicoid ends with like a stopper in the back, so it will not fall out no matter what you do. Unless you like yank it out, it's gonna crack. But other than that, it's not gonna like fall out or something like that. So then it's got this neat cap, and there you go. So on my what you call this thing, on my 6400, this thing looks pretty hideous with like its huge front. Let me go show you the photo of it. So that's what it looks like. Like, it looks large as heck on this thing. Look at the body, so small like that. Yeah? So that's what it looks like. Results wise, this thing has some chromatic aberration, some color fringing essentially, yeah. Then also has some nothing really. It's more like my Leica Hector P2, I think. So it has some like dreamy look to it because the old coatings, and some what you call this thing? It's actually the vintage look. It's like, it's not the sharpest, it's not the most clear in color, it's not the most colorful, like not popping like Zeiss and stuff like that, but it is a good lens. And I'm not sure what this guy paid for it, but I think it was pretty expensive actually, because this is not something you find every day. This is also something that you don't find every day, but yeah. And for the sit rep of December, I'm gonna put that thing in this video. So back in December, I put up a video saying sit rep December. That thing's my cable for my 6400's power, because it's only a 2% battery right now. Yeah, so there's this lens right there. That's a Canon 45mm f2.8, and you might be asking like, what the heck that thing is. So that is a piece of the helicoid. Let me go show you. Yeah, so this is the helicoid with some plastic on it. Why there's this plastic on it? It's because this thing is dumb enough to like download this file of Thingiverse, and thinks this file is shit. So unless you wanna like download it, and like, if you don't wanna trust this guy, you're fine. But I trusted this guy fully, and I printed this thing, and I screwed the thing in to the helicoid thing right here, yeah, into the lens itself right here. Then I glued this thing on, which means that I can't access the 3 screws kindle. So then after that, I put this thing after every single thing, I just like thought about putting that thing on my camera. And the thing is, this thing does not reach infinity, so I'm gonna reprint one, and I'm gonna sand this thing down like by 2mm before I can actually use it on the Canon 45mm f1.7. Shit. So, cause this is actually one of my favorite lenses. Just it's a bit of a pain to like adapt. I think you can adapt to like a what you call this thing, M, but not sure about that yet. So I've not tried that. I've only tried to like adapt this thing to Sony E by now. So this is my second attempt at adapting to Sony E. But the thing is that this thing is gonna be what you call this thing. My first attempt was like to put this thing in a new body, because my old body broke. Cause I twisted that thing so hard that it cracked in half. So I rehoused the optics and stuff like that, gave it a new diaphragm from a Tamron 18 to 200mm with 7 blades. This is still gonna have a 5-blade aperture like this, so it's not gonna be the best, but I've looped everything. It has some etching on the coating because of the old fungi, but it's all gone, so it's gonna be beautiful later. Yeah, so thanks for watching everyone, hope you like it, and yeah, goodbye.